Hello and welcome. My name is Martin and I'm talking to you today from Dharma in South Essex. We're working in association with South East Essex and Central Mind, and we are producing a short season of videos aimed at combating stress at home and in the workplace. So the practice today is aimed at controlling the breath. Now, yoga tells us that the mind is fired by the breath, so controlling the way we breathe, controlling our breath, helps control all that noise and chatter in the mind. So the practice today is called Anuloma Viloma. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we're comfortable. So I'm sitting in a kneeling position. Now you can do this just as easily laying on your back on the floor. You can do it with your back against a piece of furniture, or you can do it cross-legged. So there will be some pauses during this video where I'll allow you to make some adjustments, or I'll just clarify some of the instructions. So we'll make ourselves comfortable, and then we'll close the eyes. Once you've closed the eyes, I just want you to be aware of the breath running up and down the nostrils. So start to imagine or visualize your nostrils as an inverted V shape or an upside down V shape. So the apex of the V, or the top of the V, will be around the eyebrow center. And then you have a left and right channel, so your left nostril and your right nostril. Start to feel the breath rising on the inhalation and descending on the exhalation. So you feel the breath rising up to the apex of your V at the eyebrow center. And on the exhalation, you feel the breath descending once more, back through the left and right nostrils. So begin to make your breath even. So we can count the breath in and count the breath out. So keep the breath, keep it quite simple. This could be 2 or 3 in and 2 or 3 out. Just get used to feeling the breath flowing evenly through both nostrils. So our aim is to get the breath to meet at the end of the inhalation at the eyebrow center. As you begin your exhale, watch the breath descending in both directions through the left and right nostrils. And keeping that breath as even as we can today. Now, it may not feel as though it's happening to begin with. That's fine, that's quite normal. It might take a few rounds for you to get used to this. Now, it's important that we don't force or strain the breath, so keep your breath below the bottom of your neck. Keep it around the chest and the abdomen. Okay, so just do 2 more rounds of that practice. Okay, let go of that practice for a moment. If you need to adjust your position, you can do that now. So making yourself comfortable once more, closing the eyes. And begin to once more be aware of the breath. And be aware of your nostrils as an inverted V shape, an upside down V shape with the apex of the V at the eyebrow center. Again, begin to feel the breath rising and falling through both nostrils equally. Now I'd like you to start to feel the breath only in your left nostril. See if you can feel, observe or visualize the breath rising and falling in just the left nostril. So on the inhalation, the breath enters and rises up through the left nostril to the eyebrow center. And on the exhale, the breath descends back through just the left nostril. And again, give yourself a moment to get used to the practice. Even if it doesn't feel like it's happening, don't worry, just act as if it is. And now see if you can feel and visualize the breath rising and falling in just the right nostril, exactly the same way. Again, give yourself a moment to get used to this practice. Okay, so if you just allow the breath to flow freely again through both nostrils equally, and you can either sit there quietly and continue with that practice, or if you need to change your position at all, there's an opportunity to do that now before we begin the next part of the practice. Okay, now I want you to once again see if you can visualize or feel the breath rising and falling in just the left nostril. And on your next inhalation, the breath enters the left nostril, goes to the eyebrow center, and on the exhalation, the breath now travels out through the right nostril. With your next inhalation, the breath travels back through the right nostril. And as you exhale, the breath now once more goes out the left nostril. So the practice is inhale left nostril, exhale right nostril, inhale right nostril, exhale left nostril. So take a few rounds to get used to this practice. And again, if it doesn't feel as though it's happening straight away, don't worry about that. Just act as if it is. Eventually you will feel the breath in both nostrils independently. So yoga tells us that the left and right nostrils affect the two opposite sides of our nervous system. So the left nostril is activating our rest and calm nervous system, and the right nostril is activating our get up and go active nervous system. So this practice is designed to bring a balance between the two opposite sides of our nervous system. And these breathing exercises help calm down the noise in the mind. They help to make us calmer. They help us have more clarity of thought. Begin to feel the breath in equally in both nostrils. On the inhale through the left nostril, feel the breath rising to the eyebrow center. And on the exhale, feel the breath descending from the eyebrow center through the right nostril. On the inhale that follows, the breath enters the right nostril back to the eyebrow center. And as you exhale, the breath goes from that eyebrow center through the left nostril. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left. beginning to develop an awareness of the eyebrow center with the inhales and the exhales. So the mind begins to develop a sense of stillness and calm as you bring it to a point of focus. Okay, after your next complete round, I'd like you to come back into the room. So again, this is an opportunity for you to change your position, make yourself more comfortable. There's just one more element to this practice that I'd like to introduce. So once more, we make ourselves comfortable. As soon as you're ready, begin your alternate nostril breathing. While you're practicing that for a few rounds, I'll just explain the next part of the practice. So in a moment, we're going to count 4 complete cycles of our alternate nostril breathing. And then in between each 4th cycle, we're going to do 1 round where we breathe through both nostrils again. And then we'll complete another 4 cycles of our alternate nostril breathing. So this will be our pattern now. So if you're ready, begin breathing through your left nostril, breathing out through your right nostril, breathing in through your right nostril, out through your left nostril. Do 4 complete cycles of that practice. After the 4th cycle, do 1 round where you breathe through both nostrils to the eyebrow center. So breathe in and out, and then repeat that cycle. Another 4 rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Now the reason we count is to help hold the mind steady at the eyebrow center. So we tend to get lost in our thoughts sometimes. This should help to hold the mind steady. While we balance out those 2 parts of our nervous system. Okay, after your next complete round, we're going to finish that video there. So remember, you can use these practices anywhere. And we're sitting quietly with our eyes closed, but once you get used to this exercise, you can do it any time. If you're sitting in the car in traffic, you can begin to visualize the breath alternately in the left and right nostrils. Again, this exercise will instantly create a sense of calmness and stillness and peace. So you can use it any time. Thank you for watching. Remember, once you get used to these exercises, you can use them at any time, any situation. You don't have to close the eyes. And they will instantly bring about a sense of stillness and calmness. Thank you for watching.